Good evening. Welcome. Today, we are going to take a trip. We're going to jump ahead to 2025 and see, with the change of administration, change of presidencies, will the Trump administration, the Trump team, bring jobs back to USA, to Americans, for Americans? Is it possible? Or are we just so far off the charts, down the slide? Our economy is so broken that it can't be fixed. Is it true that Trump's team can bring jobs back to Americans? So everyone who works, knows someone who works, let's take a trip. Let's take a mind trip. Let's take an ether roller coaster and find out if, let's ask the spirits, yours, mine, and those in between all the spaces, is this Trump team full of hot air, empty air, no space? Was it just a tagline like read my lips, no new taxes? Change is something we can believe in? Or, are we in for another hot air of 4 years? Or actually, are we Americans actually going to get jobs that pay, jobs that keep this economy moving upwards, not downwards in the skids? Or is it just too late? Is it too little, too late? Ain't happening. So, fellow people, let us relax. Let's get into this space shuttle. Get into your own private vehicle. Relax, buckle up, put your ether sets on, and let's take a jump and see if indeed all this talk is not empty. And it's not just brouhaha of nothingness. Even though there's been a lot of talk, even before there's one job created, there's been talk of foreign workers are essential because Americans are just too stupid. Americans are just too lazy. We're being called lots of names. Americans, are you just going to stand for this and just allow people, because they have more cash, more dinero than you do? Are you just going to sit and go complacently, oh yes, we need more skilled workers? There's lots of Americans are very talented, as in other countries. Now, do you know one country that you could have a huge amount of people come, a huge amount of Americans come in? And I don't mean the colonialist. This is in a way almost colonialism, isn't it? But differently. But I mean one person financing the whole team. Well, it probably is one person. Rephrase. Can we in horde masses go over to Georgia, Bulgaria, any country, Nigeria, and take it over? And take it over as Americans? Can we have the jobs, the first pick of the jobs? Can we say we're the smartest and the brightest, and you'd be nowhere without us? Can we? Can we bring our culture with our so-called individualism, our easy sex routines, our legal marijuana? Can we bring that over too? Because when you come over for a job to work in a foreign country, you bring your participating culture. It's not just you and a little duffel bag. No, you bring your baggage. You bring your suite with you. Now, granted, not all people are the same, but I'm just asking. Let's just ask the spirits. Can this Trump team bring jobs, real jobs that pay for the price of bread and eggs and cheese and housing, mortgage and rents, car insurance? Can it really bring that? Or are we just going to be there going, wow, like a balloon, a helium balloon with the air coming all out of it? Is that going to be our fate? Is that what we're going to do? We were swindled again. We just made more billionaires, trillionaires. Is that what we're doing? Or maybe the only jobs they have in mind is military jobs, government jobs. That's going to be interesting to see, isn't it? But let's just jump ahead and take a little trip and see, will the Trump administration actually bring jobs that you can buy a house with, pay for your car, put a good down payment on things that you need to have, that you can buy groceries? That you not a choice between groceries, the lights, the insurance fees, the this, the that. But you can actually start planning to live decently. Is that phase completely over for the United States? Is that phase completely mute? Mute. So that's the questions we're asking. We're asking, is actually the Trump administration seeking to make the United States a country, not like a crumbling empire, a crumbling cupcake of yes, sugar highs. No, but a real country that people can build, have a community, and have a life that our grandparents or our forefathers either had on a reservation in the plains or in cities or the countryside. What do we have? High. And that's how high can the prices go? How high can I make my mind go? With your help, of course. I mean, this is a country that's selling drugs as though they were cupcakes, treats. This is where you should be. Be stoned. Don't pay attention. Oh, but do it responsibly. Now, if your life is in the skids, how can you be responsible to where is your threshold, right? Where is your threshold? If there's no job for you, there's no training for you, you're being told this is not necessary, just go out there and like smile. Yeah, you can smile if you're high. You can smile if you're like on mood enhancers. But can you smile? Can we smile when we go into the store and we can't get enough to eat? When there's no food in the shelves? Can we smile? Oh, we should have this and we should have that. But we don't have it, do we? That's why the Biden administration lost, because there's no jobs. It wasn't because of Miss Cackles doing her usual grunting noises. No. It wasn't because of Trump was so handsome. No. It wasn't because, was there a choice? Yes, there were probably 1,000 other people, but did they even get any play because the money was not behind them? Okay, let's see now if this Trump administration is going to actually bring in jobs. All right. I think we're backwards. Let's take a quickie. Yes, we're backwards. No, we're not backwards. This is strength. Well, that's a good sign. Strength. That's something that we've been lacking. That's something that we don't have. That's something that we need. Inner, outer, and national strength. And not just the strength that I'm going to F you up. I'm going to bomb you if you don't jump when I say jump. No. Strength. Real human strength. Inward and outward strength. And the next card we have is the Empress. That's also, look at this, two high cards, Strength and the Empress. Well, the receptiveness is there on a high level. And the change of administrations, it's there. And here we have the Nine of Cups. Everybody's waiting. Everybody's waiting. The anticipation is high. Talk. The talk has worked. The talk. Talking. The talk. It's all being planned. I mean, the pomp and ceremony is definitely gets the boots clicking, gets the breath quickened. We have strength. We have the High Priestess, and we have the Nine of Cups. Actually, no, we don't have the Nine of Cups. We have the King of Cups. This lettering is very strange. Very strange. It's like Old English with serpents, sans serifs. So we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups. How close is the King of Cups to the Nine of Cups? That means there's one person running the show. That means everybody's like hoping and praying that Trump can do it. It's a lot of responsibility for one person. This means that the anticipation is extremely high. Maybe he's already made some deals. He needs to make some deals. We cannot survive. And then here we have the Hermit. That, it seems as though the Hermit would be segregated achievement in terms of certain groups. It's not for everyone. What is being prepared is not for everyone, but just for a few chosen slots, a few chosen. Something's being prepared, and it's not. Look at all these. We have the Hermit, we have the King of Cups, we have the Empress, and we have Strength card. And the fifth card we did, the Two of Swords, secret deals. So far, right now, we're seeing secret deals are being made. Secret deals, payoffs for for winning the election, the popular vote. So I would see the jobs are really not, at this point, it's like theater. It's theater. It's theater. Hey, how you doing? Hi. I would say the jobs right now is just theater. That's theater talking. Because we have strength, we have the Empress, we have the King of Cups. But this is we have the Hermit and we have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords indicates secret deals. Secret deals, and the Hermit is not all encompassing for the masses, for us, the population. But we have theater here. We have the King of Cups, wanting and things must be done. You have to appease the people who have the industry for them to have the funds, etc. We heard this before. The bankers have to release the money to the corporations, well, so they can take trips and build their, bunkers and so forth and so on. And then they can get around to hiring you and I. So right now, I would say we are not in it's questionable. It's questionable that with a trickle-down effect. It's questionable. It's questionable. Right now, he's making deals. Will things change in 3 weeks? Will things change in 3 weeks? We'll have to see later. But right now, we can see that looking brave and strong. Now it's performance. We're into the performance. You have to give the look of assurance. However, we're not very assured when we are being called names by two of his team, Badek and Elon. I've called us buffoons, lazy, among other things, and otherwise just calling us stupid. No, I mean, and when you have billionaires looking at people, the little ants, the little people, where does that go? You know where that goes? It doesn't go in your pocket and it doesn't go in mine. And that is something that we have elected a new administration to do. for this country needs to have its people working. Let's just look at this hermit and see, let's get a little intel about this hermit, all right? Because this hermit is suspiciously like a club that a famous comedian, George Carlyle, once said, "It's a big club and you and I ain't in it." That's the kind of club. We do know that money is tied up in pockets, a few pockets, not ours. Now, how can a country survive when it doesn't even make anything anymore? It has no manufacturing. And even its base, let's say skilled workers being a base, they're not even putting those people to work because they have all sorts of squeamishes. Squeamishes instead of like, you can do the job. I'm hiring you. Let's move this country. Let's move this company forward. Oh no, we're we're playing games. We're playing games as though our life did not depend on it. And that is the issue. Our lives of our country, our lives of our neighbors, our lives of our community depend on having jobs. Not we were born with wooden spoons. Few of us were born with silver spoons. And even less were born with golden spoons, such as Elon. And I would say, Videk, he was born with a silver spoon. Now, it doesn't mean just because we were born without cash, assets, that we're stupid, lazy, or anything derogatory. It means that we're here and we're now, and we want to make something, everything out of our country and our lives. And we don't, and sending us off to, sending our people, our youth, off to the wars all over the world to protect the assets of the few isn't the answer. We don't want to see our college age, our young workers going off to the Middle East, to Ukraine, and fighting for some mythological state of being. The state of being is right now is here. There's no jobs. And this looks at this reading that the hermit card here, and this Two of Swords indicates that it's not a trickle down, is it? Let's see now. Who is this? Let's have a little bit more. The hermit. Okay, we'll take this card and this card. Now, one more card. What are we going to take? I'll take this one. The answer is almost fluid. Now, we have the Queen of Cups. We have the King of Wands. And we have the Ace of Coins. Well, now, this is under the Hermit and the silence. You know, keep it quiet. We have so the Queen of Coins. The Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups. It smells like donors. It smells like donors. Donors. The Ace of Wands. It sounds like donors. The Ace of Coins. The Queen of, I'm reading this all wrong, but you get the feeling of it. It's not coming down to you or I. The Ace of Coins, the money flow, the earth energy is going to go into the hands of the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups, is that a donor? Let me think, let me feel. We have the Ace of Coins and the Ace of Wands, the fire and the earth energy, and the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups could be the people crying out for like the need to have our life on track. It could be the masses crying out and refusing to lose hope, refusing because they've lost it already. They're grasping, they're receptive. And then we have But at the same time, the Queen of Cups goes back to the bankers. The bankers. Who has the most thirst? Who has the most thirst? Most thirst. You or I? Or a very wealthy, we're very, very wealthy. And this Ace of Coins and the Ace of Wands means again that these are spins, just like saying hiring foreign workers to do jobs that Americans can do. I mean, how many people have like used, let's say simply to do your lawn work, have used non-Americans? While, I mean, how many people? I'm not saying anything about newcomers that come here and get jobs. I'm saying that the country itself is fallen apart. And the fact that we cannot get this morale going, and saying that people are stupid and lazy, no. Nobody's born stupid and lazy. They're made that way. They're made to feel that way by calling them names and giving them no opportunities. So I say that, yes, there's a lot of enthusiasm, but it's not trickling down unless we shout it out. We shout it out. We refuse to just roll over with legs up like a dead fly. You know when an insect is swacked or gets poisoned, what does it do? It rolls over and his legs curl up. Do they want us to do that? That is what is being offered to us at this point. Talk is cheap. And of course, you notice the way the conversation is going. We're being called names. We're being called curse names, too. Elon called us like we didn't understand things according to his way of thinking. He's South African, born in South Africa, Pretoria. Kind of came to the United States. This super gold spoon says that we are effing a-holes, right? Huh? That is just too outrageous. Too outrageous. I refuse. No opportunities and calling names. That's not a good start. That's cracking. That's cracks in the team. Meaning he's had all his government jobs, his government contracts. And what has any job been created in the last 4 years that wasn't a government job? None. The real facts are coming out, trickling. All right, so I say that we can see that we have to put pressure, because right now the way it stands, we put pressure on the Trump team that we need jobs. We want jobs. Our economy needs jobs. Our lives need jobs. Make those jobs. Bring those jobs back. Listen to the people. Listen to the spirits around you. They're screaming for jobs. All right, so I think that your comments are welcomed, and of course, it's obvious what's happening. Now, it's also obvious what we have to do. We, the people, have to make our opinions and our needs heard in a firm manner. No nonsense manner. No nonsense. That we are not lazy. We are not stupid. We are not unskilled. And we refuse to play along with the games. Remember, because when they have the jobs outsourced, that from some village somewhere around the world, they bring that village attitude, their background to us. And then we are treated like their village, which I am sure, which we all know, their difference of male and female, and also even tribal. You bring your tribe, you think your tribe can integrate so quickly? No, you bring a tribe over, they'll stay together. They'll stay together and stay in their own freezer, their own subculture. So what are you really saying in this? And what kind of unity are we going to have for the country as a whole, the community as a whole? All right, so I'm going to go. And that concludes it. Get busy. Let's get busy and bring those jobs back. All right? So until the next time, bye-bye.